on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Anderson with the screen for Burks. It's stolen. Here's Big Daddy.
Oh, come on.
Sinks it. What range from outside.
Get it, bro.
Wow. 13 points in the game.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Brooks covering. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Come on, man.
And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Johnson.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
Knocked loose. Here's Burks. The second effort. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Burks. He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team. And maybe no team in this league more connected with its city than the Grizzlies are with Memphis. A common identity, grit and grind, defining them both.
And the Grizzlies began their first 6 seasons, of course, in Vancouver, British Columbia. Now, hard to believe they're in their 17th season here in Memphis.
You know, they found a home on the banks of the Mississippi, a loyal, passionate fan base. It's a small town, but that fosters the family relationship between the players.
All right, so like you better at 2K like this. Don't be afraid to pass. Like you gotta pass the ball around. Don't be a ball hog. Most of y'all are.
And he's good on the second.
I mean, whenever you get the ball, don't be afraid to do something.
There's 1:17
like to shoot,
left in the
bro.
first.
And you'll be like, you kind of open and shoot the ball, bro.
Now here's Brooks. Real
Or like,
disappointing game for him.
almost just last to dunk the ball, bro. Like try to dunk it, bro.
Shot from Green. The Grizzlies with
Like, I'm getting bored out here, bro. Look right here.
17. High post
Like right here, don't be afraid to shoot, bro.
Offensive
Come on now, look, get your rebound back, you know what I'm
can't
saying?
get it to go.
Sorry, bro.
Getting after
You're
it
lame.
defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful.
Like really, I was trying to get Carmelo
got
to
to
shoot,
protect
but
the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Green kicks to Burks. 5 on the clock. Pass to Anderson. The 3. But they recover it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From outside.
Green, bro. Come on now.
Down it goes.
Green bean, bro. Nah, I'm playing, but you know it's gonna go in, bro. Don't be afraid to shoot, man. I'm 100%, bro, on 3 points, bro.
Brooks. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Big Danny picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Grizzlies shoot their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Favors checked in for Memphis. Evans comes in for Green, and a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Giles. Johnson comes in for Johnson. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Anthony. And Big Daddy's subbed in for Russell Westbrook. We've got Tyreek Evans. Favors is out there with Anderson.
Ooh, I'm getting something, bro. Like, look at me, bro. Like, look at me, bro. I'm getting saucy, bro. I was like, bro, give me the ball, bro. Ooh.
And it's Brooks, and it's Burks in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Brooks kicks to Evans. Off target from outside.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
To the paint. Johnson right side. Right wing. A baseline chip.
Green, boy.
Down it goes.
Off
Nice
me.
one there from Big Daddy. He's got 18.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving him.
Like I said, don't be afraid to shoot, bro.
Evans with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against San Antonio.
You know what? I also like how he attacked the glass. Gave a
Ooh,
terrific
good
effort.
eye, man.
Love
Well, I'll
the
back to the
offensive
ankle, so.
execution on that possession.
Here's Big Daddy. He's got 18. Kicks to Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action
Nana.
to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing
Nana.
harder. Nope.
You think we'll go to the gym?
Burks kicks to Favors.
Alright.
Memphis moving it around. Here's Evans. Made that one only a
Well, wait till I told you.
after firing 10 times from the floor.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Out to the right wing. Bielitsa passes to Big Daddy. Feeds it to Johnson. And Bielitsa kicks to Adams. Over to the wing. Three-pointer. Gets a hand on it.
Let's get it, bro.
The follow. Adams has got 10.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Burks kicks to Brooks. Passes it to Anderson. He dishes it to Burks. Anderson, a screen on Johnson. Johnson with the block. Bielitsa passes to Big Daddy.
Quit.
Grizzlies.
I'm not afraid to
rebound.
shoot, bro.
They couldn't
That's the
put
thing
the
I gotta
pieces
do.
together, losing that last matchup with San
Alright,
Antonio.
good shot, good shot. I like the jumper, bro.
Yeah, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answers.
Well, they still should have been more active on defense, giving those guys a run for their money.
There we go.
1:57 left now here in the second. Johnson sets the screen for Adams. Here's Big Daddy. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Anderson's got his third rebound on the night. Evans kicks to Brooks.
Like, really, ugly. I was trying to pass to that dude, but, like, it passed on him. So I was like, wrong with it, really.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Brooks outside. Burks on the wing. Pass to Favors. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Fires from 14. Goes back up. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And
Let's get it, bro.
now
Let's get it, bro.
which
Let's get it, bro.
shooting guards have been on target the most over the last 10 games. Tyreek Evans is third.
You know, just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot. And it's a comforting feeling for a coach to know you've got one of those guys roaming on the perimeter.
And they're not too bad at attacking the basket either. That's why some of their shooting percentages are so crazy high.
Sir.
They will work to get those high
No, I know.
inside.
Anderson the screen. Back to Brooks. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Brooks.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge
That's me, bro.
He
I
leads it
did
with the
that.
bucket.
And this is where we're going.
I hate square. Whenever you pass the teammate, you want him to shoot ball, hit square, bro. Yeah, you know.
Evans kicks to Anderson.
Like, he can shoot good, bro.
The pass to Burks.
He ain't all that. I'm surprised he made that, but like,
Brooks setting the pick for Burks. Kicks it out to Evans. Brooks outside. And it's Evans in the corner. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
look at that, bro. Look at the pass.
Bielitsa misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Evans gets it to go on the assist by Burks. 14 points for Tyreek Evans.
I mean, you got to admire
Come on, where you at,
how
bro?
great a scorer Evans can be at times. Love seeing him catch fire, torching the defense.
That one good for 2. Not going to go that time. And so it's Oklahoma City. No problems at all. Up 29 points. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after the... Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's one. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Deontay Davis is checked in for Gasol. Green comes in for Derek Favors. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Robinson. And Brooks subbed in for Evans.
That's my boy Jay Wells, bro. I love how he just sits in the corner, bro.
Checked in for
He waits for that pass,
Johnson
bro.
comes in for Bielitsa. Anthony's checked in for George. And Big Daddy subbed in for Russell Westbrook. So the Thunder 5 right now.
Come on now.
They've got Giles. Anthony is out there with Johnson. And there's Wells. And it's Big Daddy at the 1 spot.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit. And it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
The former University of Colorado alumni Burks, a solid 2 guard who can really light it up.
Here's Big Daddy.
Ooh, okay.
He gets it back. Anthony, the pass to Big Daddy.
That's wet.
No good from outside. And for Memphis, they're shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there.
Oh, mama, hope.
Now, here's Burks. T right on him.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
A 3-ball.
Wet, I did that. Oh, come on, Carmelo, you gotta make that, bro.
You won't see him miss many of these. A wide open look from distance.
Back to Anderson.
Oh, good pass, boy.
Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Anthony's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. Passes to Big Daddy. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Burks.
No, I wasn't trying to get the ball. I was trying to make him shoot,
Burks
bro.
got it. A fast break chance. And the shot goes in. Burks has got 13.
And we talk about this a lot. Turnovers leading to transition points.
I love the anticipation right there for the.
Where you going, bro? Come on.
No time getting up court.
Anderson kicks to Brooks. Shoots over Wells. Brooks misses. Thunder have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the 3rd quarter got underway.
Come on, bro. Ice is up. Ice.
Big Daddy. 20 points for him. Takes it into the teeth of the D.
Some ice, that little boy. Ooh. Ooh.
And converts the layup. Big Daddy's got 22.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Brooks kicks to Green. He feeds it to Burks. Some solid defense from Big Daddy. For Oklahoma City, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the 3rd. Just 5 to shoot. Burks with the steal.
My fault, y'all. My fault.
On the break. Anderson wide open. Drains the wing tray. Anderson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
How about the quickness of that release from Anderson on that triple? What a quick trigger. And to have a big man with his kind of accuracy from deep, it's a nice weapon to have.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for Memphis. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, get me out, bro.
Being a great offensive player is learning to draw contact and work yourself to the free throw line. When you look at the league right now, who are some of the best in the league, in your estimation, doing that?
James Harden is one of those guys. He gets to the line, double-digit figures sometimes, free throw attempts. DeMar DeRozan, DeMarcus Cousins. I think Russell Westbrook, because he's such a guy that's in attack mode and he likes contact. The guys who like contact, they get to the line a lot.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition.
Bro, I got pure lockdown, bro. I got pure lockdown.
opportunity. And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
The reason why a number of guys on this roster, they are built for speed. Why not play to your strengths?
Davis sets a screen. They get a hand on it. And again, Oklahoma City running the court in transition. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's one more.
Stop.
God, are you kidding me? I mean, that's a point guard.
Bro.
Playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
He is not scared of anybody. He knows he can play amongst the big boys, and he showed it.
Got that one up quick. Anderson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Brooks covering. Pass to Big Daddy. Banked in off the glass. Big Daddy's got 10 points here in the second half.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. From deep three-point range. The shot off that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Down low. Burks dishes to Anderson. Outside, Green. There's a screen. Just 5 to shoot from 13. And the shot is long. Oklahoma City has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Memphis called for the foul. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. The Grizzlies shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Brooks kicks to Burks. To the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Big Daddy, and Davis sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Burks the pass to Brooks. Davis setting the pick for Brooks. Green the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And here's Anderson from the arc. They get it back. Green dishes to Brooks. Back to Green. He kicks to Burks. And there's the feed to Brooks. Now here's Burks. Defense right on him.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
No good from Big Daddy.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Green kicks to Davis. Johnson with the block. Oh, trying for it, but he gets it back. Back to Green. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed.
Michael Green with the height and the bounce to do some damage inside.
Here's Big Daddy. Burks pulls it in. Memphis has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line. First free throw is good. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Gasol comes in for Davis. And Derek Favors subbed in for Green. And then for Oklahoma City, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Giles. And Georgia subbed in for Anthony.
Tough. He's just so hard to keep off the foul line when he pushes the action. I love his activity here in the second half.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. From deep, George. Oklahoma City the rebound.
And the offensive rebounding really.
And I know it hurts sometimes, but girl, get over it. You found another life to live. I swear that you'll get over it.
The story here today, even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
Poked away, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Tyreke Evans.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Anderson with the screen for Evans. Favors with the screen. Here's Gasol. Misses there. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Thunder out in front, just dominating this one. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Exert yourself by being disciplined and focused on the right stuff.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. They've got Bellinelli. Rab is out there with Terrence Jones. Then it's Brooks. And it's Hazonia in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. No good from Big Daddy.
Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he couldn't make them pay.
Took him no time at all on that one. Hazonia's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Grizzlies. Here's Big Daddy. Brooks covering. Now the pass to Big Daddy. Adams right side. Fires the 3. Raymond Felton, that's
Let's
good.
get it, Felton.
Not sure who was supposed to close out on him. Huge defensive breakdown.
And this has been a running theme. Guys out of position, failing to contest. Just look at the scoreboard.
Screen by Jones. Lasagna, the pass to Rab. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And a hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one. Pass to Ferguson. Inside, Big Daddy. A rebound by Ray.
Big Daddy, bro. Come on, bro.
Grizzly shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Hazonia kicks to Brooks.
Oh, this my old team, bro. This is my old team, bro. I was just playing on me.
That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Big Daddy.
You know, as this game has gone along, his concentration has deteriorated. They've lost way too many possessions from him turning the ball over. Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Brooks outside. Pass to Hazonia. They set the screen. Now Bellinelli. 6 to shoot. Here's Rab. Makes it off the glass.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's Big Daddy. Good work defensively by Jones. Brooks outside. Pass to Hazonia. Puts up a 3. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. 11 feet away. All sorts of time. Ferguson's shot is good.
Great change of direction. He sold the defense that he was taking the look and instead found his teammate for an even better one.
Hazonia kicks to Brooks. Dishes to Bellinelli. There's the pick. The pass to Rab. Here's Hazonia. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Johnson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Big Daddy. They get the rebound. And Adams with the slam.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with the authority.
And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Big Daddy. Johnson, the pass to Big Daddy. And 3.
Oh, I thought my boy horse. I thought he horse. Oh.
And stolen by Felton. Here's Big
Come
Daddy.
on, Big Daddy.
Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
Brooks with it. Now guarded by Big Daddy. There's a screen. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And the league has taken some measure to keep the pace of the game going, which I think is good. Getting players to the court more quickly after timeouts. Just carving some seconds. Sometimes they add...
Oh my God. Alright, what is something looking like?
Over the course of a game to make it seem faster, to keep the rhythm of the game. You like that direction, Steve?
I love that direction, especially for the fan to get a chance to watch it. I love all the little, like you said, nuances to keep this game moving. I would love to see, even when a coach calls a timeout, if he doesn't want to take the time, that they can continue to keep playing it. Both coaches agree just to have a timeout, because sometimes you just want to have a break. You might want to turn it over. You call a timeout, you don't have to strategize, just keep playing.
And the initial rules for the who can remember, but do you think 6 is the right number, Steve, for fouls, or would you like to see them raise or lower it?
I definitely wouldn't want to see them raise it. I think 7 will be too much. Maybe if they lower, that's a possibility, but right now I think it's 6, maybe 5, or maybe you can experiment during some preseason games or in summer league, but I think 6 should be the maximum.
Outside, Felton takes the 3. Sinks the triple. Felton's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Thunder.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Brooks with it. Now guarded by Big Daddy. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
At the line for your Grizzlies. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Smitty, I heard somewhere that both Larry Bird and Kevin Durant did a lot of wrist strengthening exercises. When they were growing up. How important is wrist strength to basketball players, and especially shooters like yourself?
You know, when you're taught the game of shooting a basketball, Kevin, they say get your legs into it, but there's sometimes you are in situations where the only thing you can do is use your arms and your wrists. And you see guys right now from a flat-out standstill position, deep behind the three-point line, a la Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. They're just shooting it with all arms and wrists. So it's very important to strengthen your wrists and your arms.
And did you do that? Did you do any of that wrist strengthening when you played, and did you adhere to that?
I did not, Kevin. All I did was do some push-ups. He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
Ball's knocked loose. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal, and then just... mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Here's Azania. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
Oh, man.
Azania's got 7 now in this quarter. Oklahoma City's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Big Daddy. Brooks covering. Pass to Ferguson. Johnson the screen. Here's Big Daddy. Up Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Bellinelli. He's covered by Felton. To the paint. Here's Jones. Johnson with the block. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, the league has long had a rookie orientation program. People rave about it. It continues to develop and evolve. More recently, Steve, they've created a program for players transitioning to retirement. This is an outstanding idea. What's important with that in your eyes?
I'm glad you brought that up, Kevin. I think the rookie orientation should even start even earlier. I think it should start at the college level. Not saying that everybody's going to make it to the NBA, but it helps you what they give you just in a game of life. And then transition into retirement, I think it should be the first day you sign that NBA contract, the transition should start, because it could end with an injury. And obviously we know even if you play a lengthy career, in 10 or 12 years it's over.
Like if you were going to talk to a young player and if the player said, Steve, give me one thing that I need to remember as I go through my career and then it ends, what's the one thing, piece of advice you would feed to a young player about what's going to be at the end of this journey?
Well, I think first of all, there's a couple things, Kevin, and I have to answer. First, you got to keep your value system. Second, financially, you got to understand is make it simple as possible. You're not going to be able to live on the same type of salary for the rest of your life. So if you have a contract, say $20 million, in a simple way, divide that up for like 50 years, because that's how much you're going to need to be able to live off of.
Evans with it. Now defended by Big Daddy. And that one's good. Green.
Tyreek has solid floor awareness. Outstanding at knowing when one of his guys is open.
The Big Daddy passes to Johnson. Here's Big Daddy. And with the business of basketball booming, most players are afforded a pretty lavish lifestyle. There's no doubt, in not only the NBA, but in all sports, certainly a blessing. But Smitty, are there downsides to all that notoriety?
He clearly died for that, bro.
Lavishness.
Yeah, it is, Kevin. I think the downside is, one, you can't live that lifestyle if it's lavish for the rest of your life. And I think second, it takes away, you are a public figure right now. You have to understand that. And that's the downside. Being able to go out with your family, being able to go out to a restaurant, you got to understand, yes, there's going to be fans everywhere, and it takes away from that. So I think that's the 2 things for me is, guys got to understand that lifestyle doesn't last. And I think also, personally, it takes away from what you can do out in public.
Offensive rebound, and Davis gets it to go.
Second chance opportunities, the great equalizer.
Oklahoma City's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Stripped it away. And here comes Bellinelli leading the fast break. And there's the call on Felton. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest.
Westbrook, when you gonna get in and play, bro? Come on now.
Johnson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Now Bellinelli. There's the screen. There's the dish to Evans. Five on the clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Tyreek Evans, the 4th pick back in 2009, won Rookie of the Year.
Averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5
All right, bro.
assists.
Let's do a quick score. Come on.
And it's been about the injuries in terms of what's held him back. If he can stay healthy, and that's the talent is obvious. Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. And Bellinelli kicks to Davis. On the wing, Evans. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Smitty, every NBA player who plays as you did has a moment where they realize.
I gotta make a horse sign up to my horse over somebody, bro.
Was there a specific moment for you, for instance, when you realized?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot another 3.
Or you were being
What this game is, bro. I know that sounds easy to y'all, but look at my stamina I got, bro.
All in one sequence.
Oh, really?
I was playing
I'm just playing with y'all, bro. You know 3's easy for me.
As a point guard, I go to the power forward position.
What?
Step out, to hedge on Jamal Crawford.
Yeah.
He throws it through my leg.
Yeah, all I do is do that step back move and I try to hit the three, but
And he nodded and said, you know what, City is tied. I said, golly, coaching the game in the middle of the game. But that moment, I realized the game was passing me by with these young guys. And me and
let's get it, bro.
Talked about it. It was one of those
y'all three, bro.
I didn't even react. I knew my reaction skills were gone.
I'll try to hit another one.
And one team
is just
completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited.
Why that nigga tomorrow? I can't score. I only score 2 because I know there's gonna be some haters in the comments if anybody watches this.
This was a
that's y'all 3 though, bro.
To its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win.
What's up, Caleb? Why you watching this? It's gonna be me in the future. I'm gonna be watching this, bro.
On the other side,
I tell y'all.
one that I think most will try to forget.
I'm feeling great right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Caleb, how you feeling, bro? I know you probably in trouble right now. I know I'm talking to myself. I was listening, you know what I'm saying? Probably done did something bad again, Caleb. You did, bro.
In this matchup.
And we watched one guy all night.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing good right now. I ain't got no gym tonight, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, you know,
a night tonight it was.
gotta finish up these ISS days, you know what I'm saying? Get my places is back for finding my net to sue, bro.
Take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
Green with a screen for Evans. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Tyreek Evans likes getting to the line, willing to throw himself at the defense while he's shooting.
The first one ball.
Look at that Raleigh.
Good on both.
Look at my Raleigh. Come on, guys. Going up 3 ball.
Dictating the flow. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Big Daddy. From the arc. And Davis pulls it down. Now Bellinelli. And Big Daddy picks up the foul. It's in for him.
Chicken might be like a honey no Cheerios.
Now we'll go to the line for 2. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win.
Boom. 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 Oh, that broke my bar so much. Look at my VC. 8.2 per game. Look at these fans I got. Ooh, okay. Chemistry. Okay. That grade can go up. Nope.
Hey, DJ.
Hey.
Great game out there. Look, Shaq and the guys want to talk to you in the studio.
Really?
So right this way. Stand here.
Okay.
We'll get you set up. Perfect.
That's good.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special post-game guest joining us.
Hey, Shaq here. Congrats on the career high in points. You remind me of myself. You look great. How do you rank scoring on your list of achievements so far?
Shaq, it felt great, you know, and it's definitely a game that I won't be forgetting anytime soon. I'm just glad that I was able to have this kind of offensive impact in a game that we came out on top in.
Earlier I asked the wrong question.
Oh, my tattoo looked retarded.
And that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaq, for the Jet, for Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew. This is Ernie Johnson.
Don't worry, we're finna beat that career high of 44 points. I'm in the live stream right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Have a nice day. Peace, good, great, every day.